Hey YouTubers, how's it going out there in YouTube land? Just another day in paradise, right? Or night, depending on when you're watching me. That's what I thought. Well, a little update on the old Trailblazer upper ball joint issue. Yep, already I just replaced these ball joints about 5 months ago. Long story short, I went and got an alignment done, and after the alignment, it still felt like something in the front was pulling a little bit on uneven surfaces on the highway, especially when you're changing lanes. And I could feel it on the right side tire on the passenger side. It just felt weird. It didn't feel right. And the guy said the alignment was okay. All the ball joints are okay. Rack and pinion was tight. And I don't have any shifting in the rack and pinion when I'm doing the steering wheel turn. Checking it, everything's tight. So I just couldn't figure out what was going on, but it was on the right side mostly. If I would change lanes, and you know, sometimes where the road is a little uneven, it just felt like someone was trying to push the front end a little bit, left or right. You could feel a little bit of a tug. And my lesson is, if something doesn't feel right, trust your gut feeling. So I replaced everything. I mean, upper ball joints, lower ball joints, sway bar end links, even got brand new upper control arms, which I did a video on not too long ago, and you can see them there. And I was just totally stumped. And also, I even checked the bearings. This one over here, I believe I replaced it. Checked the other bearing, jacked the wheel up, shook the wheel, tight. So I decided to go over it again. Even the mechanic told me there was nothing wrong. So this is why sometimes you got to check stuff yourself. Now here is one of the old ball joints that I took out. Obviously, you can see it's pretty bad. It's shot. This is only about 5 months ago. So what I decided to do is grab a tire iron and do some more checking. Go over it again, you know, until you find something that's bad. So on the driver's side, there's a ball joint. So I decided to go ahead and take my tire iron and put it up on top of the ball joint. And when I push down on it, check it out. There's a little bit of movement there on this side, which there's not supposed to be any movement in a ball joint. Let me do this real slowly. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not. Get the tire. Let me get it set up on the camera here a little bit better for you. Let's see. Apologize, a little hard to set it up there. There we go. I'm going to push down on it. I don't know if you can see that. See the top of that ball joint there? And right there was a little bit of an alarm for me, thinking, well, you know what? I better check the passenger side, the one that's really giving me the problems. But if I push up on this ball joint real quick, nothing happens. It's tight. It's when I push down on it that I'm getting a little bit of movement. So let's go to the passenger side. And this video is just to show you, you've got to verify and check things yourself sometimes. Here is the the passenger side. Now if I take my tire iron and put it up here on the top and push down on this, and we get the camera focused. Now watch this one. See how far that thing goes down. That is not supposed to be moving at all. A ball joint? No. So I found my issue. Now I took the tire off yesterday, grabbed that ball joint with my hand, moved it around. It felt really tight, but by putting pressure down on it, look at that. Not supposed to be moving. If I hold the camera here really steady, let me see if I can get it where you can really see it and get it focused. Let's do it again. Did you see it? How it's moving down? So I found my issue right in front of me the whole time. These ball joints were aftermarket ball joints, but I never have much problem with aftermarket parts. This is the first time I've actually had a ball joint go bad. So this side is really bad. I mean, you can see right there, if I push down on it, you can see the whole thing moving. Now, it's kind of hard to do with the camera in one hand and tire iron in the other hand, but you can see right there. And you can actually hear it now. So I was just totally shocked and blown away that the whole time I had upper ball joints that were bad on this Trailblazer after replacing them about 5 months ago. And I think I put about 2,000 miles on them. So, lesson here is, always check stuff yourself. If you think something is bad and your gut tells you you're right, do yourself a favor, get out there and just start checking things, get your tire iron, start moving things around, and you'll find your problem. So, I've ordered new ball joints. They should be here in a couple of days. We're going to replace them with some new ones, and hopefully this will take care of the problem. And I think you can see that there. Ball joints are not supposed to move. And yes, I've tightened these nuts up. I made sure that the pinch bolt there is nice and tight on that ball joint. It's not that moving. It is definitely that ball joint moving. So, that's the way it goes sometimes. So, in a nutshell, trust, verify, do all that good stuff. And I think you'll come out ahead in disguising what might be hiding behind the issue. And these do go bad quite often. And the funny thing is, there's not a lot of pressure on these. All the pressure's on the lower ball joint, so these just kind of float and ride around a little bit. So, but they do go bad. And yes, I did put grease on them. I even greased the fittings. And I think these got, let's see, the fitting is right there on that side. You can see the fresh grease that I put on them not too long ago. All right, so that's it, guys. I'll get some new ball joints. It'll only take me about a half hour to put them on. Then I'll do an update video, and we'll take it out and make sure I don't have that slight pulling on the front of it. I wanted this thing to drive like it come from the factory with all these new parts in the front, and it should. So, my problem, 2 bad upper ball joints that failed prematurely. So, until my next video, guys, thanks for watching. And if this has happened to you, let me know in the comment section below. And until my next video, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.